Okay, good evening, everybody. Good evening and welcome to our call for tonight. And this is our weekend Q&A. Good to see you here. If you have any questions that you'd like for me to cover about using your PLR, you can write them in the box on YouTube. I can see your questions. And of course, what I will do is I will send this out via the evening newsletter. Now, we're a little behind tonight because of the product being released today, but we will still send out this replay. So let's dive in. Once again, if you have any questions that you want me to cover, this is for you really. And if you don't have anything, I will always cover something very briefly. Again, if you don't have questions, let's just move forward. I am going to shut off my camera right here and get started. Let's see. Let's just shut off the camera. Okay. Just as a reminder, Monday is our pre-sales webinar, and you should, if you're watching here on YouTube, what's going to happen is it's going to show up our live page, and then a link is going to show up, and then you can get a reminder, if you want to attend that Central PA meetup. Now, if you're a PLR user, more than likely that's who you are. If you're watching this, you're really kind of attending this as instructive. I'm going to be pre-selling our product creation course. If you want to pre-sell it, obviously, I'm going to be putting this pre-sell inside of product creation playbook. Now, our goal since 2019 is to help turn regular people into indispensable educators in their sub-market or their sub-niche. So that's really what we're trying to help you to be able to do. And we do that through our instructional tutorial video PLR, as well as our live PLR. And on Saturdays, when there are no questions, we cover various strategies for you to use your video PLR. Once again, now we have just released the product creation playbook. You can pick it up at the plrshow.com/PCPB. And that's for product creation playbook. And that's going to be available for the next few days at a launch price. Now, on Saturday nights, let's first just talk about the basic best practices for over-the-shoulder instructional tutorial video PLR. Remember, this kind of PLR is different from any other PLR. So let's talk about some best practices. When you get ready to use it, you always want to use it to elevate your other products. So you should always be able to put any kind of instructional tutorial videos inside of anything you're selling, because you're teaching somebody how to use a technical process, and that's going to be just about anything that you were selling, even if you're be selling personal development. All right, there are lots of courses I know we have. We have Evernote and Trello. You can teach somebody something on the technical level that'll really add value to your course. You should always elevate your other products with video PLR, right? So you're using PLR to explain technical concepts. You never want to spend your time outlining things like WordPress. So you got something where somebody requires a WordPress site. You shouldn't be explaining that in your course. You should get PLR in order to do that. Things like hosting, domains, all that kind of stuff. You get a video PLR course in order to do that, right? And you keep selling the high value that you bring to your customer. Please do not spend your time revoicing videos. So you should not need to get in and redo my voice. Now I know certainly sometimes it requires that. You may feel a little differently. Maybe if you're your woman and you don't want to have a male reading your voice, that's understandable. But it's even in most cases, you can just refer to me as your trainer. And quite frankly, I think that makes you sound cooler, right? Our trainer or our staff person or whatever you want to say. And also best practice. Don't just take one whole PLR course and stick it inside of your product. That's not really the best way to do it. What you want to do instead is pick and choose the videos and add the ones that are relevant to whatever it is that you're explaining. Be willing to use multiple videos from multiple over-the-shoulder courses to add to one specific product. So in some cases, you might want to take some PLR videos from, let's say, an Etsy course, from my Zoom course. You may want to take some from a Teachable course. We're going to talk about that. You want to take some from a Gumroad course, and you want to add those to your product instead of just saying, oh, I'm going to give you Etsy, or oh, I'm going to give you 20 videos. It doesn't really add a lot of value, to the customer. It may sell it, but it's not necessarily going to make your customer consume your content. That's what you ultimately want when you're selling an information product. You want people to consume what it is that you are selling. Let's talk about the 3 lives of PLR, because that's relevant to what we're going to be talking about. Life number 1 is you sell it as a product. So you get a PLR product, you take you change the HTML page, you sell it as is, right? So you get our product creation playbook product and you sell it as a product creation product, right? That's the first life of PLR. Second life of PLR is sell it in a combo. So in other words, you get other PLR and you combine it together, or you add your own content and you make it into something totally different. So it's not going to be the product creation playbook. It can be something on anything else where you're going to have videos on the product creation process, just like I talked about. You may have, videos from Etsy. You may have videos from Gumroad. You're going to have videos from all kinds of places because your theme is going to be your theme. You can even sell it as a challenge, right? And so you're going to have a challenge, but you're going to have lots of PLR videos in there explaining these concepts instead of, right, just selling it as a course, right? So first life, again, remember, the 3 lives of PLR. First life is sell it as a product. Second life is sell it as a combo. Third life is to sell it in a membership. So even if you've done life 1 and 2, you should also be adding your PLR to all your memberships. So in other words, your membership should be growing in value every single week. Every time you get new PLR, your membership should be adding in value. It should be growing in value. If you don't have a continuity offer in a membership and you have more than 3 PLR offers, what are you waiting for? You should be putting something together to give to your customers that they can get at one price. They pay you monthly. And I was just with a gentleman on, I think it was Thursday. He's been saying that he does micro continuity or whatever that is, and he gives his members a bunch of stuff, and they continue to pay him year after year. You should be adding stuff out. You should be adding stuff constantly to your membership, and anytime you have PLR, all of your PLR should be in a membership. And I'm not saying start a PLR membership. That's not the idea. You should have customers that are not interested in PLR, but you should be giving them value by adding everything instructional. Now, that doesn't mean you just put it in there and just put it in there as is. You want to change it so it fits your market or niche. But the third life of PLR is always going to be to put it inside of a membership. So what does that bring us to? That brings us to life number 2, using multiple PLR inside of or with one offer, right? This is life number 2. We're combining PLR into one asset. And basically, this is a concept that I picked up from Ben Settle. I don't know how many of you all watch or listen to or you read Ben Settle. So I wish I was clever enough to think of the way to say this, even though I've believed this and practiced this and maybe haven't taught it this way. And so the way he puts it is that you want to build a universe for your customer. And one of the best ways to think about this is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So in other words, they spent 20 years kind of getting you invested so that even the films that were not necessarily all that great, you went to see them anyway because you were invested. And maybe you're not into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Maybe you're into Apple. Right? They build a universe, an ecosystem for you to get everything. And so whenever you present offers to your customer, you're going to want to draw out the relationships between your offers. So, you get offers and you got more than one to show your customer. Make sure that the relationship between them are clear. That's up to you to explain to them. That's up to you to make the relationship clear to your customer. You need to be spelling out why they need multiple offers from you. And that also means you should be putting together things that require them to have multiple offers from you. And so if you're not doing that, you got to think a little more strategically about how to place and how to offer and how to put offers in front of people so that once they get one, they need more than one. They need other things from you. This is very easy to do as an information marketer, and it's something you ought to be thinking and something you ought to be doing. And basically, you have to do the hard work of making sure you present things that interlock. And you see people doing this all of the time. Some people do it well. Some people just do it and it still works. Even the people that do it poorly, they still do it and it still works. You probably are partial sometimes to things that people say they integrate. Maybe the names are similar. You know, they come out with different products and they name them sort of similar so that you'll know, hey, this is related to the other thing you bought from me, and you need this one too. And and again, this is something you want to do also. And you should always be thinking this way. And this is the way you want to use PLR. If you're going to rebrand PLR, rebrand it so that it's more than changing the graphics unless you're going to use a similar graphic. But you want to make sure people get things that interlock substantively as well as visually. And so you've always got to be doing this as an information marketer, because again, people are buying intangibles from you. And so what you got to do to make things tangible is you've got to put things in relationship to other things they already have. Things are already in their brain, things they already own. And the only way you do this is by being consistent and by being constant in spelling out the relationships all of the time. If you are willing to go beyond visual branding, in other words, well, I have my designer do all my products in the very same way. That's great. You're going to have a better chance of earning multiple sales if you will go just beyond the branding and you put things together that substantively interlock. Now, what's an example of a marketing universe, right? How do we do this? And let's spell it out, right? What does it look like? Let's take, for instance, our most recent PLR video course called Product Creation Playbook. And I did this with this concept in mind, that there are a lot of things that you should be able to, and you probably already have some of our PLR, and they will interlock with this course. When you think interlocking, here's how you need to be able to think. What is a customer who learns product creation need to know before they get it? And so you've got to put things and make them, and give them things that, before they learn the principles in there, they got to get some other things. For example, I think it's video 2 in Product Creation Playbook is called Minimum Viable Equipment. And that's a necessarily instructional video, but what it is also, it's also an opportunity for you as a product owner to make sure that you put links in there that are your Amazon affiliate links, so that when people start investigating the minimum viable equipment, they do what? They click on your links to your Amazon store. And so that they get the things through your Amazon link. Now, it may not necessarily make you rich, but what you're doing is every single customer who clicks on your Amazon links, by the time they get there, they start thinking about other things they need, and then they get them. So again, when you watch the minimum viable equipment video, think about how you can construct a page to put this video on, to have your Amazon affiliate links on, so that people can click on those links and you earn Amazon commissions in addition to the fact that they bought your course. There is also mentioned within the course, and this is again done on purpose so that you can have things that are interlocked, things that make product creation easy when they're going to create a product. Number one, we make mention of Gumroad, and you have our Gumroad video PLR. You're going to be able to either link to that course on your server, or you're going to be able to add some videos to your course to make your course more valuable. You could even do both. So in other words, you could take videos from the Gumroad course, you can put it inside a Product Creation Playbook. You can then say, if you want to get the entire course, give them the link. So do both. There is also mentioned inside a Product Creation Playbook of Thinkific, same concept. You want to make sure you're going to put 2 or 3 videos from the Thinkific course that are relevant inside a Product Creation Playbook. And what are you going to say? If you want to see the entire course and you want to learn how to use Thinkific, you're going to link to the Thinkific course, which is going to be on your server. And there's an upsell to both of these courses. You can even upsell them into an advanced course on Thinkific or Gumroad. Same thing is through a Teachable, right? So we made special mention of Teachable in the Product Creation Playbook course. Why? Right? Why does it matter? Why should we do that? Why does it matter to you? It matters to you because you already have our teachable PLR videos. You can use them so that you put 2 or 3 of those teachable PLR videos inside of the product creation playbook course. And you tell people if they want to learn more about teachable, they can go to the link where you're going to explain to them as to what teachable is, or to get your course. You are also going to be, of course, affiliates for Gumroad, affiliates for Thinkific, and affiliates for Teachable. All of them have an affiliate program, and you should be part of their program. And this is the way that when you have a marketing universe, you should be thinking. Again, I always say this in all of my training because sometimes it's instinctive. And again, I have to stop myself from doing this too. That you automatically, when you think you have to monetize or double monetize or triple monetize, you have to send someone to an affiliate link. It's not true. And what you need to be doing is you should be bouncing people around. That's a term that they use in digital marketer. I think Ryan Dice uses that term, but I like it. He talks about bouncing people around, and you should be bouncing people around your site, bouncing people around your offers, bouncing people around the things that you want them to buy. And if you have PLR that's sitting on your hard drive and it's not up on your server, you have nothing to bounce people to. But as soon as you make those offers available, you have things to bounce people to. And you should be doing that all the time. That's how you upsell and monetize. So you get one customer, and all of a sudden that customer has bought 3 or 4 products because you've made the relationship clear between the two. Now, again, I gave you some help in product creation playbook. In other words, I made it easy for you by giving mention to these things. Right now, again, you can make it available in a second course. In other words, you can send them to the Gumroad, Thinkific, or Teachable course. You can say there's a higher level of product creation playbook. And you can say that the advanced level of product creation playbook involves learning Thinkific, Teachable, and Gumroad. And you can give them, a more expensive course. That's another way to do it. And of course, I didn't even mention coaching, right? Where you can give your coaching clients these videos as part of the coaching that you're doing, or you can just do a challenge, right? You can say product creation playbook. You can set up a teachable challenge. They go through your affiliate link, they get teachable, and then they go and set up their course on teachable. They go through your affiliate link and get their course set up on Thinkific. They go through your affiliate link, they get their course set up on Gumroad. Basically, what you've sold them in addition to the product creation playbook is a challenge. And again, it doesn't really take a lot of energy to set this up. You've already got the stuff that you need. What you've got to do is you've got to make sure it's in proximity of the other stuff that they have when they've already gone through your course. Once they buy a product creation playbook from you, you have them on your thank you page and in your course. That's your universe. You want to build a universe of products and services that they're going to need before, during, and after the course. And if you can do that, right, you're going to have one customer to come through and buy everything. Right. And that's just because you spell out the relationships that they need in order to learn what it is that you've taught them. Right. And again, I just talked about this a minute ago. Make sure you're an affiliate for all these services, or any service that you're going to be using when you have a marketing universe. Right. So again, any service you use, any service you see mentioned in a PLR video course, go and become an affiliate. And make sure, and what you do is, listen, when you give your customers a course, listen, don't just give them videos, right? Don't just give them a download of the videos. Bring them to a page and make them stream it so that when they come to that page, you have your links on that page, right? Give it to them so they can stream it, right? This is really easy to do in Teachable, by the way. You can do this in some other platforms, but again, you don't have to have Teachable in order to do this. You can do this on your website, right? Just make sure you're an affiliate for any service that you're selling or mentioning, and then make sure they're available in proximity of your customer. Okay, any questions? Any questions? I can see your questions here in YouTube. So if you have any questions, you can ask them here. Any questions? Okay, so I want to explain something to you. I've done something different here. I've made special pricing On the download page of Product Creation Playbook, if you want to get Teachable, Thinkific, and Gumroad, and you go to the download page and you click on the link or the button, you can get special pricing. And that's the only place where you're going to be able to get it. So, if you've already got these courses or you don't have these courses, and the reason I'm doing this is because I want you to practice what I just taught you, right? And you can do this with Product Creation Playbook in combination with Teachable, with combination with Thinkific, combination with Gumroad. And the links are automatically coded, but they're only coded on the download page. So you've got to go to the download page of Product Creation Playbook in order to get the special pricing for Thinkific, for Teachable, and Gumroad. If you go to those products any place else, you're not going to be able to get the pricing, just so you'll know. But you can get the pricing, especially if you go to the download page and you're able to get them there. All right. Remember, if you want to position yourself as an educator in your market or niche, the best way to do that is to become an ultimate insider. You can do that at plrshow.com/insider training, right? And that's where you sign up as an ultimate insider. Make sure you're getting our free daily newsletter. You can do that at plrshow.com. And then also, all you got to do is go and get that free download there on our page. That'll put you on our daily newsletter. If for some reason you're not, right, if you don't end up there, you don't get you get the download, but you're not on the daily newsletter, make sure you're doing that. You can go to the plrshow.com/daily newsletter. And then you can do that. You can do that there. See, I got a question from Dana. Oh, great. And, I'm glad Dana wrote that. Now, if you're an ultimate insider, you do not have to go and get the, let me roll back this for a second. Thankfully, Dana. Now, this offer is not valid for ultimate insiders because you get better pricing as an ultimate insider. So if you're an ultimate insider and you are watching this, right, and you're seeing this, you think, oh, I got to go get this. But now, please, if you're an ultimate insider, don't do this. There are, discount codes for all these products in the member area. If you're not, just reach out to me. Thanks, Dana. I appreciate that. I'm glad that was helpful for you. And thanks for the reminder. And if this has benefited you, this session, go to the plrshow.com/shout, give us a shout out, and that will help us. We like to use these on our workshop pages. We like to use these on our sales pages. And we like to tell people that other people are getting benefit from, the training that we do. And we appreciate you doing that anytime that you can. Okay, so any other questions? Any other questions? Well, I appreciate you all hanging out with me here on this Saturday night. Remember that on Monday, we're going to be doing our Central PA workshop. You are welcome to attend and learn how to pre-sell. Have a great